Okay, so today we are diving into a topic that has been creating a lot of buzz. Why are people leaving Charlottesville? Well, we're going to explore the good, the bad, and yes, even the stupid, dumb reasons that people are leaving Charlottesville. Whether you're considering a move here or you're just interested in our area, just curious about our lovely town, stick around because we're taking it and breaking it all down. Charlottesville is a fantastic place to live. Trust me, I have grown up here. I've moved away, I've come back, I've moved around the area, but in essence, I've spent most of my life here in Charlottesville, and I've seen it grow and I've seen it change, and I believe and I love it. Beautiful scenery, rich history, great community. But like any other city, some people choose to leave. Let's talk about why. We've done our research, and I've talked to my clients, and now we're ready to share. I'm ready to tell you about my findings. Here you go. You ready? Diving right into it. Let's start with the positive. Let's start with the good reasons people decide to leave, move out away from Charlottesville. Let's see. Sometimes life takes us on a new path, and that can be a really, really good thing. It's sort of like that. Here's where my path is, here's what's going to happen, and then all of a sudden the future says to you, the universe says to you, plot twist, and you find out that even though you picked out or you built your perfect future, your perfect community here, that you have to leave. What's the number one reason I hear? Number one reason, job opportunities. A lot of people will move out of the area specifically for career advancements. Charlottesville has a growing, secure, really good job market. But sometimes a dream job pops up elsewhere, whether it's a big promotion, a new industry, or just a better fit. Job opportunities will pull people away from the Charlottesville area. Family is another significant factor. It comes up on a lot of boards, it comes up on a lot of feedback, all that. Some folks, so bear with me here. So family, it can actually be twofold. Some folks need to leave to be closer to aging parents. I myself was a sandwich generation child. I had a young child at home, and my mother was aging and not very well. So that is actually why we bought the house that I currently live in, because we lived out of the area and my mother would fall, and she wouldn't call 911 or anybody. She would call me to drive an hour to come pick her up off the floor. So some people move to be closer to aging parents. Some move to get the support of relatives. You know what? My husband and I were debating whether to move to Florida at one point because I wanted that support of family to be close by. And I had family in Florida, and I thought that would be a really nice thing that I could support my family and my family could support me down in the Florida area. But you know what? The other part of family, maybe your spouse has a job opportunity. So that actually goes with the one we were just talking about, and family. So the job opportunity is somewhere else. Your position, yeah, it sucks to be you, but it's going to be better overall for everyone moving in the family. And so you move for that reason. Family ties are strong and take priority. I am the first, and on the bad aspect, I actually have had clients who have sold their home and moved out because they were trying to get away from family. So So no matter what the dynamic is, whether it's family, good, bad, or indifferent, family is a major reason people leave our area. Next one up is actually going to be education. Now, I don't want to forget education because families might move for their children's education, seeking schools or programs that are better fit for their needs. Charlottesville has great schools, but there are specialized programs elsewhere that may actually better match for their children and for their family needs. So for example, when I was talking to some of my clients about this, I just helped them sell their homes in Charlottesville. And because that's what I do, I am here for you if you want to buy, relocate into our area. If you want to sell and move out of the area, I'm here for you, okay? So that's the point. But my client was saying, I'm going to read this, what she said. She said, we loved Charlottesville, but when my husband got a job offer in California, it was too good to pass up. Plus, we wanted to be closer to family. So for them, it was twofold. That client in particular, I had actually worked with them for over a year. We had actually picked out a lot and we had built new construction with one of the area quality builders, and she had put everything into that. She had picked everything out. This was to be her final home. Plot twist, you do what you got to do. My other client, this was actually a gentleman. He was a professor at the university, and he said, our daughter needed a specific educational program that just wasn't available here. It was a tough decision, but ultimately we're having to move to support her needs. Luckily, we have you to guide us through our exit. Very sweet, and I appreciate that. But again, it does show you why people need to leave Charlottesville. And these are very good and valid reasons. Next up, the bad reasons. And I don't know if I want to really label these good, bad, because you know what? Again, not my checkbook, not my mortgage. This is about you and your needs. And if these are valid reasons, but I want to share why people are leaving Charlottesville, okay? Let's discuss the not so great reasons people are leaving. These are factors that can make life here in our area a challenge for some people. So this is the ones that have come up. Number one, cost of living. You hear me say it, you hear about it. I don't know what people are expecting. We're not a tiny town. We're a small town, cool metro vibe, but we there with everybody else. And you're not going to get a house here for $100,000, $200,000. I mean, seriously, a new home here, you're really looking at probably, there's always one-offs, but realistically in the 3 and up. Charlottesville isn't the cheapest place to live. Housing prices have been rising, and for some, it's become financially straining. When people can't afford to buy a home or even rent comfortably, they have to look for more affordable places. If I was in a minimum wage job and I was by myself, I don't think it could happen. Young meaning I had children under the age of 18 in my home and I was a single parent, holy crumb, I think it would be extremely difficult to live here. I am not even trying to play with that. I don't know how many people would do it. So, cost of living can make a big impact. And Charlottesville, yes, we're on par, but people often have to leave because they need to step back to a smaller community where the cost of living is more in line with their income. Next up, this one is not surprising, and honestly, I think it sort of falls with the cost of living. And that is one thing I hear a lot is traffic and transportation. So talking about affordability, there's not a huge, if you have affordable housing, you may be living in an outlying area, but most of the transportation, public transportation, is focused in the city of Charlottesville. Other folks perceive us as having a huge traffic issue. So, traffic congestion has been increasing. Public transportation options are somewhat limited. For those used to big city transportation, this can be a major drawback. Next on our bad reasons that you have to leave Charlottesville, I'm going to share job market. Now, I am one of the first ones to say I think we have a thriving job market and a very low unemployment, but while there are many opportunities, the job market can be very competitive, and not all industries are going to be well represented. So to climb your corporate ladder, we may not have those options here because we are much smaller. You may need to go to a larger metropolitan area such as Dallas or such as Orlando, New York. If you're in a niche field, finding the right job may mean moving to a bigger city. And rolling right into our last one for bad reasons. And again, this is totally, if this is your major reason, it is what it is. There's nothing, again, I am not here to cast or hold anything. If this is your reason, you know what? Plot twist, you do you. The next one, weather. Yes, weather. People often move here because of the phenomenal weather, but some folks move here, cannot handle the humidity, cannot handle that we do get snow. Not very much, but when we do get snow, it limits transportation, it limits the ability to work, it limits your kids going to school, it limits a lot of things. So some people cannot do that. It sounds trivial, I know, but weather preferences can significantly impact where you live and your quality of life. Thanks for sticking with me, and I hope you are finding this content helpful, because I do get these questions and I know people do want to know. I'm a realtor here in Charlottesville, Virginia, and I would love to help you. If you are looking at, I'm a specialist with relocation and buying and selling within the Charlottesville area. So whether that's Charlottesville, Albemarle, Louisa, I have my buffer of expertise, and I would love to share that experience with you. Give me a call, shoot me a text, drop me an email, and let's see if living in Charlottesville is right for you. Now, smoothing right into it, we've talked about the reasons people are leaving Charlottesville, the good, the bad. Okay, here's the stupid reasons. And I'm sorry, but these are just like, seriously, what were you thinking? Like, why would you even put that out kind of reasons? For the fun part of dumb reasons, these are reasons that make you scratch your head and say, really? Did you really say that? Number one, small town feel. Who'da thunk? Small town feel. Some people move here expecting big city amenities, and they are disappointed when they find a more laid back, small town vibe, we have a very cosmopolitan-y feel, but it doesn't match their expectations. So that's a real disappointment. And I'll tell you where I found these at in a second. Number two, lack of a nightlife. And this again is one of the things I have always said. I am not trying to hide it, and they really do go together, side by side. Charlottesville has a vibrant cultural scene. Honestly, I think it's outstanding. But if you are looking for nightclubs, a wild nightlife, this may not be the place for you. Some folks leave because it's too quiet. Hold for my faceplant. Yes, it's true. And finally, and this one always, makes me giggle, because I actually have heard this more than I thought I ever would, because it is a college town atmosphere. Folks, we are home to the University of Virginia, not to mention we have a ton of phenomenal universities and colleges all around us in neighboring counties. But we're home to the University of Virginia. Charlottesville has a significant college town feel. For some, that's a perk, but others find it too youthful and busy during the school year. Now, the reason I put this under the dumb is because, yes, we are a college town, but I dare say if you have been around or exposed to other college towns, we live our little separate lives. The community, the students, the university doesn't, if this is like the county, the city, and then this is the university just sort of lives in its world. It doesn't come in and mess everything up. So for somebody to say this really cracks me up. The only time, I know we have to adjust ourselves and adjust our schedule. I can't ever imagine this being a reason I would leave Charlottesville, but it is. It's a reason people have said. Where have I heard these dumb reasons? Reddit. As you know, Reddit was, I don't want to say created, but Reddit was, the concept was created here in Charlottesville. Over at the Waffle House had a little plaque. It got stolen. I don't know if they've replaced it yet. And Reddit was created by some UVA students. Hello. So anyways, so I was on Reddit and I was reading along, and here's a couple examples. I thought Charlottesville would be more like New York. When I realized it wasn't, I decided to move back. Bye. What? And here was the other one. This one just blew my mind, because even in my younger, wilder days, we would go hang out at a quarry and drinking, smoking, being stupid, bad life decisions. But that's what you do, right? We wanted more nightlife options. We moved to Miami, where the party never stops. Duh! It's Charlottesville, Virginia. Hello? When the party wasn't stopping, I was out cow tipping. What? This is why you need to call me. Reach out to me first, because seriously, I want to save you. I want to save you angst, and I want to save you money and time. Let's just cut to the chase here. Again, my job is not to sell you anything. My job is to see if Charlottesville is the area for you to be living in Charlottesville and living, having a life, having quality of life. If we chatted, and I have chatted with people who said they wanted X, Y, and Z, and I was like, that's not here. That's not something this is not the area for you. Again, not my job to sell you. I love it. Tons of people love it. People refer to it as a best kept secret. A lot of locals are pissed because now they feel like the secret is out. But this is why you have to reach out to me first, because if you thought this place was going to be anywhere near Miami, somebody has been smoking crack. Okay? Let me just put that out there. Thus, dumb reasons people are leaving Charlottesville. Oh, so there you go, folks. Living in Charlottesville is a personal decision, and one that can be influenced by a multitude of factors, right? If you have to leave, so you come here for your reasons, but you need to make sure those reasons are the best for you, for your information, for your family, for your moving unit. But then if you need to leave, if it's for a great job opportunity, if it's for family reasons, for something else, because we have, too many cows, too many chickens. It's important to understand why people come and go, and I just want to get that out to you. If you're considering a move to or from Charlottesville, I would love to chat with you. Again, I'm here, I'm real, I'm local, and I'm just trying to give you the local view of what I can to make your decisions easier. I want you to weigh your pros and cons, and remember, every place has its own unique charm and challenges. Charlottesville is no different. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like. I would really love your thumbs up when I am sitting here chatting it up with you. It can get really lonely, and I love to know that people are actually enjoying and watching the content. If there's something that you want me to talk about or do or show or tour from regarding the Charlottesville and living in Charlottesville, I would love to hear it. Please drop a comment below. If you're a local and you've moved away, I would love to hear why you've moved away. I would love to hear why, because I think it's telling for other people to know and see that. So I would love to hear about and you share your own personal experience. Until next time, I look forward to talking to you about living in Charlottesville.